Salam azizam, بفرمایید. We're making a Parisian feast for one. I just need some comforting food, you know? I'm half Persian. I grew up eating Persian food. I love it. It just like makes me feel alive. And as you can tell on this channel, I'm teetering in between feeling emotionally devastated and dying and trying to bring myself back to life. So making Persian food is something that helps me come back to life. I haven't made Persian food, I feel like, in a really long time, but this is one of my favorite meals to make. We're gonna make saffron rice in a tahdig rice cooker, so it's like crispy rice, and then we're going to make this like chicken stew. I feel like a lot of Persian dishes are, first of all, I'm gonna be on my feet all day. Making Persian food is like a 4-6 hour process. There's like a lot of soaking, a lot of prep work. The actual cooking and stewing is probably like an hour, but there's hours before. Then all the hours that you put into Persian cooking is supposed to be reciprocated on the other end, where you like sit and you like eat for hours with people. And well, I have you to eat with. So let's start making our Persian meal together. I already have chicken. So I'm going to make tahdig, crispy saffron rice. I'm going to make this khoresh. It's like this chicken stew with tomatoes. And then I'm making a side like yogurt, dill, cucumber sauce. And it's going to make me so happy. We're starting this at 12. And hopefully I get to eat this by 4. That's the goal. So the very first thing that I'm doing is I'm going to bloom my saffron. Can you tell? I'm rich. She's rich, she's rich, she's rich. Do you know saffron? Saffron is the most expensive spice in the world because it comes, in case you've never seen. Can you see? I don't know. It's not focusing because it's not. Oh, look at that focus. It comes in these threads. That's a lot of saffron. That's okay. I'm going to do I'll do half a teaspoon, because I'm going to use half of this for the rice and then half of this for the chicken dish. And look at my cute little teaspoon holder. And I'm putting the saffron into this pesto and mortar is what they call this. And I'm going to grind it. This is actually a lot of saffron, but it's because I like my rice to be completely yellow. Some people will just do like the bottom to be yellow or a little bit because saffron's so expensive, but I don't eat Persian food that often. So when I do, I go all out, and growing up, I would eat all saffron, yellow rice. And saffron's the most expensive spice in the world because you can only hand pick it. It's a super delicate process. And then you can only pick it when the sun is rising. So you have to like go every morning and open this flower when the sun is literally rising, crack it on, and pick saffron. And then it takes a lot of saffron. I think saffron per pound is $2,000 to $10,000, depending on the, quality that you get. I don't know where I had this saffron from. I just always grew up in a household with a jar that always had saffron in it. I would hope that this is Iranian saffron. If not, I know in Spain they do a really good saffron too, because they make paella with their saffron, Spanish culture. So we're gonna let this bloom. You can't just put it in the you could just put the threads in, but to get a more flavor, I'm going to ground it up into this dust, and then I'm going to put an ice cube in it, and I'm going to let the ice cube bloom it. I grew up doing just warm water to let it bloom, and that way it blooms within like 20-30 minutes. But the kids, the Gen Zers, they're putting an ice cube in because an ice cube is supposed to have a slower bloom, and then the flavors are supposed to be more rich since it has such a slow bloom. And considering I have time, I'm going to let this bloom for 90 minutes. So let me go grab a couple ice cubes and put it in. Look at my cute little ice cube scoop I have. I'm going to put in 3 ice cubes. Let the ancestors sing to me. I feel like a little Disney princess with my little braid in today. I usually never wear a braid. Okay, I'm going to cover my saffron and just let it sit here and let it bloom. Then, you know how we went to Costco and we got those chicken thighs? Oh my God, chicken thighs are the best to make Persian dishes with because they're super tender. And then it has like some of that darker, meat to it, so it's very flavorful. It absorbs a lot of the flavor, and since we're making this like Horesh stew type thing, it's going to be in the pan for 45 minutes soaking in all the juices. So I really like chicken thighs for that reason. And Persian food, like if you go to Iran and you go to a restaurant, there's no knife at the table. All Persian food is meant to be eaten with just a spoon and a fork because it's supposed to be fluffy, tender, like you can just pull it apart. All the meat is supposed to be able to just like pull apart, slide right off. And there's a rich undercurrent of like butter that goes through. So think of this fluffy, luxurious, soft stew with a rich undercurrent of like butter. And then often in Persian dishes, there is an added like a sprinkle of cardamom for that floral scent, and cinnamon. So the sweetness brings out, I would say most Persian dishes lean more towards the sweet, not like candy dessert sweet, but just like cuisine, get cultured. Like Persian cuisine is just leaning more towards the sweet side. So I defrosted my chicken last night. I let it sit in the fridge. I washed it, dried it. Isn't that crazy? You have to wash and dry your chicken. I know some people don't. I do. And now I'm just going to lightly salt the chicken so that, and then put it back in the fridge while my saffron is blooming for 30 minutes. I can let my chicken sit uncovered, salted. They describe this as a brine, and the salt is supposed to draw out excess moisture in the chicken so that, yes, it's going to be sitting in a stew and it's going to get really moist and juicy, but before it sits in the stew for like 7 minutes, I'm going to fry it in oil so that it can get a little bit crispy. So it's like the outside is crispy and the inside will be ooey gooey. It's kind of like a chocolate chip cookie, like how the outer edge is crispy and then the inner is ooey gooey. Oh my God, one of my favorite compliments that someone has ever given me. I like walked into this cafe one time and this guy behind the counter was like, oh my gosh, when you walked in, it felt just like a warm hug. Like your energy just feels like a warm hug. And he was like, the best way I can describe it is like, you remind me of like a warm chocolate chip cookie, like that crispy outer edge, but then you break the cookie in half and the chocolate's still ooey gooey. He was like, I hope that's not weird to describe you like that. And I was like, I love weird. Like, I think more people need to be weird and whimsy, and then maybe we'd have world peace. But until then, you bitches want to shame being weird, and here we are in war. So I don't know if that's a direct correlation, but I just think we should all be a little bit more weird, because being weird can help you find your people. Would you rather be fake and be in a room where you full of people where you feel lonely, or would you be weird with your best friends and you guys just get each other and you can be free? Let's be free. Okay, that's the prep. Now I have a list of things that I need to go to the grocery store to get, because I don't have a lot of things at my house right now to make this Persian meal, because I haven't made Persian food in a long time. The next prep step 2 is going to be getting basmati rice and soaking that in salt water for like 3, no, I can't let it soak that long. Yeah, 3 hours, about 3 hours. This is a whole, cooking is a whole math, science. It's a big timing game. Letting the rice, basmati rice, soak in salt water for a couple of hours will like draw out the starches so that when I cook it, it can be nice and fluffy. So I'm going to go grocery shopping and I'll come back. I'm not going to bring you to the grocery store. You know what it's like when we've been to the grocery store together. We went to Costco twice. We went to Whole Foods once. I'm going to go to Whole Foods to grab some of the excess things that I need that I don't have at home. Girl, I just can't bring you. Like, it's doing too much when I bring you to the grocery store, and I am already doing a lot by making this Persian feast. So one chunk of doing too much at a time is all I have capacity for. So I'll see you when I come back. I'm thinking about how this is going to go. I really feel like I'm setting up my own cooking show right now. I think I'm going to prep everything so that I can do it not in peace and quiet, because I want to listen to music and I can't listen to music and record that and put it on YouTube because copyright. So I'll prep everything and then I'll come back and show you. Okay, it's been 2 hours. As you can tell, I went grocery shopping. I got all the extra things that I needed. I got these brown lentils. Oh, because I was going to get the rice to make the tahdig, and then I saw that these brown lentils were there, and I was like, wait, it wouldn't be a full Persian feast if I didn't make the lentil soup that my dad used to make me growing up. It's a very, very common Persian thing. Look, wait, can you even see in this camera? Oh yeah, you can. Look at the trust that I'm putting into this magnetic stand that I have there so that I can give you a visual. Hello? Let's start. I've prepped. It's taken me about an hour to chop up 2 onions, 4 carrots, wash the rice, dice up 4 or mince 4 garlic, cloves, parsley, potato, carrots. Did I already say that? Onion. As the very first thing we're gonna do, okay, prep. We prepped our chicken, put it in the fridge, did a little brine. Before you cook the chicken, you want to take it out for at least 10-15 minutes so it can get to room temperature. It can all cook evenly. What else did I prep? Oh yeah, the rice. The rice is soaking in water with just a little bit of salt. That was the first thing I did when I got home so that it can soak ideally 3 to 4 hours. I think mine at this point is going to have to be soaked for like 2 or 3 hours. I'm going to give it like 45 more minutes while I'm doing everything. But okay, girl, here we go. Why am I nervous? You know that thing when you do something really well and then all of a sudden someone pulls out a camera and you're like a little bit nervous? It happens to me in dance class all the time. During dance, I'm like, and then all of a sudden the camera comes out to record and I'm like, I freeze. I feel like that's what I'm getting here. Ooh, I could have gotten a little olive oil. Going in with my Palestinian olive oil. I actually prefer, probably just use the rest of this today. Prefer Italian olive oil. I feel like the Palestinian one is a little bit rich for me, but I like things a little bit, what's the word? Lighter. I like things lighter. I just looked at everything on the counter and I got extremely overwhelmed, but it's okay. We're going to take things one step at a time. First step, heat the pan. I should have heated the pan a little bit more before I added the oil, but it is what it is. So we're just gonna cook. I'm gonna sear the chicken on both sides for a couple of minutes before, and then remove it, let it sit, and then toss in the onions. Persians love caramelizing onions and turmeric. Even my friends that have like hated or like don't eat onions, and then they eat Persian food that I make them, the friends that I used to have, they would be like, wow, I love it. I can't even taste the onion because it's caramelized, it's sweet. You add the turmeric with it. Anytime I cook with onion, I'm always caramelizing it, which takes like 15 to 20 minutes, and putting turmeric in it, and it just makes it chef's kiss. So let's see. Let's just drop the chicken in for a little bit. Oh, it's wet. Oh, shit. It's already sticking. This is not good. This is not good at all. Oh, I was supposed to dry the chicken. That's why it's popping. Oh, shit. I still have one more, though. Come on. Come on. This one is, like, so stuck. Fuck, you're supposed to dry your chicken. Because I just did that salt brine, so I have all this excess liquid. That's why it's popping like crazy. Well, what can you do? It's already in there. I'm gonna put this on. It's scaring me. I don't make Persian food often because, as you can see, it takes a whole fleet. It takes you being on your feet all day too. And just to think, like, my grandma on my dad's side had 10, 11 kids and would be in the kitchen all day long. Because it takes like 4 hours to prep and make everything. By the time you make a breakfast, 4 hours, then you have lunch, then you have another 4 hours dinner. So she was just constantly in the kitchen. Okay, we're gonna oil this. Cover the bottom of the pot in oil so that the onions have a nice base to caramelize in. Man, I'm scared to open this. It's gonna be popping everywhere. Chicken, be nice to me. Don't pop too much. Just trying to get it golden brown. Oh, no, it's sticking. Ah! I'm calling in my ancestors. Ancestors, please help me. Please. Okay, that wasn't that bad. It wasn't great, but it surely was not that bad. All right, this is sizzling. Use it, put it immediately in the dishwasher. Then we're gonna get this. So we got lentil soup going here. My onion chunks are in fact huge. Not ideal, but at this point I had already, onion was the last thing that I was prepping, and I was like, I'm tired. I'm tired, Grandpa. So these onion chunks are big, but at least when you caramelize them, they become translucent and soft. So even if they are chunky in my soup, it's cool. I'm gonna add some carrots to this. Ooh, there's a little bit of carrot already in that. That's all covered in onion or oil. I'm gonna take my turmeric, organic, and just do like a big, like douse this. Like I'm literally taking this part. Whoever uses this, this is like so not useful to me. I go, oh, okay, that's enough. I go in like that. I remember my dad growing up would make everything with turmeric. So everything would just be stained yellow. But it's very, very good. You know, turmeric is just like ginger. Like it looks exactly like ginger, except it's orange instead of like the yellow color. Ooh, this thing is telling me that it's done. Hold on. Because we're going to caramelize the onions at the same time. Onions take a while. You want medium heat. And this is going to take like 15-20 minutes to caramelize. Okay, so when you caramelize your onions, don't go and braid your hair because you will burn. As you can see, it's like black at the bottom of this pan. I will also say don't add the turmeric like I did right away. Caramelize your onions first because adding the turmeric will make it burn faster. So you can see how these ones are like dark golden brown minus the black at the bottom of the pan. And these ones are still, they're still kind of like oniony. They're not that brown. I mean, hello, caramelized onion. Think about like caramel, how it's that rich, dark brown. So these ones are not there yet. Like I said, caramelizing your onions does take like 15 to 20 minutes. You want to be here. You want to be stirring. Just add a bunch of olive oil. Don't add anything else. And like I said, do not go leave and redo your braid. But once they're caramelized, you'll know that they're caramelized because it not only looks brown, but if you stick your head in the pot, minus the smell of the burnt turmeric, that is my mistake here, it'll smell a little bit sweet. So now I'm going to add in, I minced 4 cloves of garlic. So I'm going to add in half because half is going to go here and half is going to go there. So about 2 cloves of garlic in my soup. Yeah, and then the rest can go in the other one. I made this little thing in a pottery class that I took last year, earlier this year. I don't know. Okay, so now we're going to add the garlic. Let her do her little sizzle sizzle. Get a little fragrant just for like 30-ish seconds. Yeah. Oh, I could just use this. Now comes to our flavor profile. So for my flavor profile, I'm adding a little bit of cumin. Not too much because cumin, she gets really strong really fast. I'm going to do a little bit of smoked paprika. Little bit. It's not really traditional to use that. And then a dash of, where is it? Cinnamon. Just a pinch of cinnamon, a little dash. Very common to use cinnamon in a lot of Persian dishes. And we're going to get this all going. I've got Persian roots in me, but I also have Northern Chinese roots in me. So I'm like, love flavorful dishes, but Northern Chinese are very chindan. So it's like, I love my Persian flavor, but I like my Persian flavor maybe at like a 7 out of 10. Okay, now that we've got that, I'm gonna add half of my carrots and get them sauteing. And the other half of my carrots, I have 4 carrots that I just like roughly chopped. Half is gonna go in here, and then the rest of this is gonna go in my stew later once my onions frickin' caramelize. Like I said, this takes a really long time. A lot of Persians too, like Persian moms and grandmas, not that I have any of those, but they will caramelize onions for like a whole entire day, caramelize like a whole big Costco bag of onions, and then freeze it because it does take really long. Also, something is like, there must be like oil on my floor or something. Okay, let's get in the carrots. Ignore the burnt turmeric at the end of at the bottom of my pot here. It's just gonna taste a little burnt, and that's okay. It won't be that bad. This is for over here. Something is definitely slippery down here. Hey, Mr. DJ. Oh. Look right now. What the heck is down here? Something here is extremely slippery. Good thing I'm getting my floors mopped tomorrow. Yeah, the best time to make Persian food is when you have cleaners coming in the next day, because this is messy. I do not know what's down here, but something is here. Okay. We're just giving these carrots a little bit of some soak in time. Oh my god. I'm here telling you about all the Persian spices. I forgot the most basic ones, which is salt and pepper. So I'm going to add that. Dude, if anybody ever makes you Persian food, or if you go to a Persian restaurant, just know you are like literally eating someone's love, because to prep and make all of this, to sit and have your onions caramelized for 20 minutes as the base foundation of your dish before flavors or anything else goes in, like, they really gotta love you. Like, I really gotta love myself, and to have the effort to do this. It's a lot. Like I said, I only make Persian food. I don't make Persian food that often. Yeah, I'll do some fresh cracked pepper, because it is a whole day shebang. Literally 4, 5, 6 hours. But it's gonna be so good. It definitely is worth it. I'm gonna add in 1 cup of brown lentils that I've washed and rinsed. And then the lentil soup is done. All I have to do is cover this with broth. I'm gonna let the lentils get a little bit of that seasoning and flavor and some of that burnt turmeric at the bottom of my pan. Like, look, my pan is literally pitch black at the bottom. That's all the turmeric. This is your PSA. Don't put turmeric on your raw onions like I do. Let them caramelize first. Vegetable broth. Bring this to a boil and then reduce it to a simmer for 45 minutes. Boom, we have soup. I might need to add a second one of these. Not a whole second one, but we'll see. I'll let this come to a boil. We're basically done. Royal boil, turn down, simmer. Okay, it's now about 3:30. We've been on our feet for 3.5 hours. At least everything is like cooking. It just has like the lid on them, and they just all get to sit for 30 minutes and cook themselves. I'm gonna make this yogurt dish that I love so much to go with the side of all of this. Dipping the tahdig into this yogurt dish, delicious. I took 1 whole cucumber and I shredded it.
on like a grater, and then I squeezed out all the liquid that came from it, and then I just go in with this like whole milk yogurt. This whole milk yogurt is so good, such a staple of my childhood. We would just buy one of these in that like black container. Do you remember that brand? I don't remember what it was called. I just remember it was a black container, and my dad would just buy one, and then he would like make his own yogurt. I've tried making my own yogurt, but I'm just one person, so like to make my own yogurt, it takes a lot of yogurt and milk, and you just keep doing it over and over again. But I never eat that much yogurt. I like rarely, like I said, I rarely eat Persian food, and I rarely make this yogurt. But go in with the cucumber, with the yogurt. Even I've had friends that like don't even like cucumbers, and they eat this, and they're like, oh my god, I love this. Same thing with the friends that don't even eat onion, but they eat my Persian food, and they're like, oh my god, I love this. A fuck ton of dill weed. This is what makes it. Like literally half the bottle. Sometimes I go in with a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of lemon, a little bit of minced garlic. Let me just mix this and see. I'll do a taste test, and I feel like if I need to, I will. But girl, I'm tired. When you're done making Persian food, your feet are singing to you, the house smells divine, there are 1,700 dishes to get done, but it tastes so good. Oh my god, it's 4 hours, it's 4:10, it's 4:10. My feet and my legs are, I feel like cooking Persian food, you need compression socks. The way that you are on your feet for 4+ hours. My soup is ready. I'm gonna show you my soup. I served it to myself. I almost ate it, and then I remembered we were doing this together. Put a little parsley on top, added a drizzle of lemon, a little finishing salt. I'm gonna show you what I got over here. We got our rice is still cooking. It still says it has like 20-ish minutes. It'll be perfect because I'll finish my soup and then I'll be ready to eat the rice. And then I just put parsley on top of this, and I'm letting it simmer still at a low heat for just like another 20-ish minutes. Maybe I should put the lid on top. I'm out of it, y'all. 4 hours later. First of all, that soup, delicious. Oh my god, that soup is so easy to make. Does it take 20 minutes to caramelize your onions? Yes. And then another 45 minutes to let it all marry all together. But that soup is so good. It's so comforting. It like signals to my soul, to my body, to my heart, like we're safe, we're okay. This is my plate with tahdig. You can't hear shit, I don't have nails. I'm so tired. That was 4 hours. My feet are literally singing to me. My back is like in pain. God bless my grandma who would be in the kitchen, who I've only ever met one time. And I was like scared of her when I met her, because I was scared of everything as a kid. I've been scared for most of my life, but now I'm being a lot less scared. But to be on your feet and cook for 4 hours for just one dish, it's so worth it though. Let's assemble the perfect bite. And then of course, if I was gonna go to Whole Foods to get all this stuff, I was gonna get another one of these cherry Cokes because they're so good. I'm on a little bit of a cherry Coke fiend right now. Okay, let's assemble this bite though. Hold on. Oh, and then in my soup, I added a little bit of lemon. I think that was it. Sometimes I'll do a little olive oil, a little finishing salt, but all I needed at the end was a lemon. So get the fork. Let's get a piece of chicken. Oh my god. Okay, chicken, tahdig, yogurt all on the bottom. Bon appetit. Fierce. The crunch is there. The sweetness, the softness, the savory, the luxurious undercurrent of just like a... Why my mom always fucking call me? Why my mom always call me, interrupt my YouTube video, but I'm not gonna complain about my mom calling me because I was like, one day she'll never call me again. I did devour my meal while we were on FaceTime though. Also, how often do you talk to your mom? My mom calls me every single day. I rarely ever call her, but she calls me like 5-6 times a day. I maybe answer 1 or 2 of those calls. Love you, mother. But sometimes we just have such different personalities. Like, I'm ENFP, my personality type. She is literally every single one opposite. She's like ISTJ. Like, literally the complete opposite personalities. But oh my god, the food was so delicious. Was it worth standing on my feet and prepping everything was it a whole 4 hours worth it? Honestly, those bites and the whole meal, I feel so nourished, and to like top it off with a cherry Coke, this like healthy cherry Coke, if you've seen in my other videos. I'm like literally in a trance right now. My mom was trying to ask me questions and I was like, I literally can't hear you over the sound of my DNA like unlocking to this food, because it's so good. If you ever try Persian food, let me know how it goes. It's so amazing. It's unique. I can't compare Persian food to any other type of cuisine that I know of. I haven't tried a lot of Middle Eastern food. I think I've tried a little bit of Lebanese food, but it just, hey ho, hi yo, doesn't compare to Persian food. I would love to try Afghani food, maybe some Iraqi food. Have I had Turkish food? I'd be down to try Turkish food. I think I need a run around on Lebanese food. I feel like I haven't had Lebanese food since I was a kid, and we had like Lebanese family and friends. I feel like, isn't Baba Ganoush pretty Lebanese? Anyways, I'm in a trance, yo. I started this video pretty, I don't know, I've just been having like lower energy. That definitely fulfilled my soul. I'm so happy we got to cook together. I have no idea how this editing process is gonna go with the whole like 2 camera situation, but we live and we learn. We learned don't add the turmeric until after your onions are caramelized. And we learned cooking is very labor intensive. My feet are like literally singing to me. My back is aching. And now I have a whole kitchen to clean up. Already ran the dishwasher once. The dishwasher's gonna have to run twice. I needed that though. My soul needed that. I hope you get a chance to try Persian food if you don't take 4 hours out of one of your weekends or days to make it. Maybe there's a local Persian restaurant that you can go and support, and just know that whenever you're eating Persian food, you're eating straight up love, because it is love to stand there for hours and prep and cook and then let it simmer on the stove for like an hour. Okay, I'll see you in the next one.